Okay guys, we are at the last day of the King of the South, so this is round 2 of eliminations this morning. We have Nick Taylor going against Kyle Canyon. Kyle is very fast, so we'll see how that goes. Kai Kelly drew Larry Larson, so that's going to be tough. Larry's been doing really good. And then Ryan Martin had Memphis Ray, I believe was his name. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll check in with you guys after round 2.
Bobby, and the guy that they're calling for is Nick's pair.
Yeah.
You made it through round 1?
I hope he's not pro. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He looked like he had a good run last night.
I know, I just don't want to say that.
I didn't say anything.
I know you didn't say it. I'm just saying I'm not going to say it. I'm not saying you said anything. I said I would love a buy, but I don't hope he's pro.
Okay, you said it.
Anyways, you got Kyle
We
Canyon.
did good last night.
Here he is.
There you go.
I want to win a race.
Are you happy with
Black
last
Betsy
night?
did great last night, yeah.
What happened
Best
to-
it's ever done.
What happened to Pete?
No.
Pete?
What didn't happen?
Everything happened to Pete. Car torched the head, hydrolock broke the head.
It was like
the injector went bad.
Because it was hydrolock or torch, all of that, and then it was like, oh, well, it's already jacked up. Go ahead and run it, and then they cleaned all the water out and went to fire it up, and then more water came out of the exhaust. Turns out it wasn't water; it was methanol flood again. So.
The injector just took it down.
But if you look at the EGTs, like they're all over the place. So maybe they got a problem.
We got a problem.
But Pete and I and Nick were talking last night. And they're like, you know what? We should get rid of all these LS boys.
I think that's a great idea.
Except for Colt.
Colt can have one.
Colt's keeping LS.
Colt can keep an LS. He's the only.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care what you guys say.
Colt's in his own world. He's in Colt's world.
It's Colt's world.
I'd like to see inside Colt's world.
It's monsters and TikTok and clean cars and racing. That's it.
Fair enough.
Everything goes on is he spends a lot of time talking to himself in his head, I feel like.
He does.
Oh yeah, I'm down there. Colt's world.
Colt's world, we're just living it. All right, there. Still rotating.
What's your morning update?
We're here for day 2 of Shadyside Small Tide No Prep, $75,000 to win. Got the car out this morning, went ahead and put some gas in it. I had to go to the gas station, get some diesel and some gas for Jimmy Dale. We came on back and then we made sure the car was good and we fired it up and then we cooled it off and we hooked it up and we in the lanes and made sure the bottles was good. And I got them 20 pounds under where we need them because the heat rises in the bottles when you have it on, for everybody that wants to know. And then you let it rise and it gets exactly where you need it to. And then when it gets too hot, you reach back here in the golf cart in the bucket with the Ziploc bag and the towels and the ice on it. And you put the towels on it, it cools it off, and you get it up there, and then you take it off, and it's perfect where it needs to be. And we fire the car up, and we do a peel out through the liquid box, and then we bag it up, and then we stage it up, and then we go down, and then we win, and we go to the pits, and then we do it again until we win 75 G's.
Who are you doing it against first?
Larry Larson.
How you feel about that?
I feel great. Big nitrous mode.
Rocket science with pudding.
He's a problem.
Who do you dislike more? Puddin' or Dylan?
Definitely Dylan. Puddin's not smart enough to dislike him.
Oh. Poor guy. Poor guy.
I'm really sad we lost our GoPro footage of our interaction yesterday.
He's got to ask them. I bet they got it somewhere.
We did ask.
Do another
They ain't got
announcement.
it.
All right, I will.
It's probably on the return road somewhere.
Your dad just said there was a car that went in the wall in the left lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Well, your dad's giving me updates like we're not here, but I guess I didn't know that. So maybe
Thanks, Todd.
Did he really? It didn't. It looked rough when he left.
That's the first time we've been in the right lane. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, wrapping up round 2. Sadly, that did not go very well for Team Isky. Ryan Martin was actually the only Team Isky person to make it on to round 3. He raced a guy who I believe his name was Memphis Ray. It was a pretty close race from what it looked like on my end, so good job to Ryan on that one. Nick had Kyle Canyon, and Nick's car died in the beam, so that sucked. Kyle got the win on that one. Nick actually still had a decent pass after that, but it sucked. That was unfortunate. And then Kai raced Larry Larson, and Larry has been doing very, very well at this race and during testing, so I knew that he would be a tough one to beat, and Kai just didn't have enough on the big end. So Larry actually, he said by the time he saw Larry next to him, Larry was already a car lengths in front of him. So Larry's car just had the better combination there at this race for this time, and sadly only Ryan moves on, but good for him, good job to them, and we will see how they do in round 3.
Okay, so Ryan made it on to round 3, and this is his current pairing. It is Brandon in the Studebaker. I have seen some crazy videos about this car, so we'll see how this goes. He is our only Team Isky currently left, and we are going to wish him luck and see how he does in round 3.
Ryan Martin moves on from round 3 into round 4. He had Brandon, who actually has that junkyard Studebaker that I know it was getting posted a lot when I was down in Yellow Belly. I think that 1320 guys told me that it actually won Friday night and Saturday night at the race that just happened not that long ago down there. So I knew that he would be a tough one to beat. He's very good at this kind of stuff, but Ryan went up there and Brandon actually red lit, and I believe because Ryan saw that, he went ahead and just let off. So Ryan moves on to round 4. We're getting it narrowed down. I believe it's round 4 and then semis and finals. So we'll see how that goes. Finger crossed for Ryan.
What happened?
Basically, I should have warmed the car up.
You think that's what it is?
I think so, because once it's warm and I start it back up, it doesn't do it.
He died on the line.
Again,
That's unfortunate.
in eliminations. I didn't get to make it past next to the guy. I'm okay if I get beat, like outran, but I didn't get to make a run. So it's sad.
Sad times.
I was so mad, or I would say disappointed, that like when I was making my pass, I was just like, it was fast, so I didn't even feel fast. I was so unhappy. But it's okay. We really did learn a lot this weekend, and I said when we were coming here, I know we may not have the best chance of winning, but as long as we learn something, that's the main thing, because there's the fastest people in the country here. So,
Well, you
we learned a
manifested
lot.
that.
What?
You manifested that then.
No, that's just
You
facts.
learned to warm the car up.
We just,
Oh, yeah.
that was facts. Oh, yeah.
You learned that.
We learned that. We learned more about 4-link and wheel speed on low tires and all that. So it was a win. We got to use a new rig. And we got to name the Nova. Its new name is Black Pearl because it's cursed.
Great. Perfect.
And because it's Black Pearl paint, and we're gonna put a big sticker of Captain Jack Sparrow on the back, running from all the people. Like, well, we're gonna paste Alex's face on it with the drive shaft.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cue the dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if I can put the music in there, but I will at least
Cue
put the
guy
video of her running.
stepping on the dock off the.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then cue her running with a drive shaft. Then
you
cue
go.
me going.
I just got a lot of editing work to do.
Yeah.
know.
But I'm giving you creative suggestions.
Yeah.
So.
They are creative.
Loading up, and we gotta drop my rental car off.
I gotta go find a coat hanger or welding wire for a toilet. Meg stopped it up.
That is not true. He was in there for a long time. I walked out and I said, "You having problems?"
The toilet was having problems. I was not having problems. I was ripping the bathroom apart. So
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
done because Ryan's still in, so.
I was gonna say, you can't leave.
No, I'm here. Here till he's
we
done.
really had a good time though. I had a lot of fun this weekend.
It was pretty fun and stuff.
Did Shadyside live up to your expectation?
Yeah. Alex is racing next time we come.
Really?
I don't know, why not?
Maybe I'll bring this boy.
I think you could run little gangsters.
Well, we can put a new motor in.
You can still run little gangsters.
It'd be faster than that.
Think it's gonna go fast enough to win King of the South?
Maybe not, but
Okay, you can run King of the South too. You do whatever you want. I was just suggesting.
the chances of it winning would be very, or even doing good would be very slim.
We shall see. You have a year to figure it out.
If
Right?
you don't run King of the South, you just bring 55.
No, he's not meant for this.
This isn't his world.
It'd be way better than the Savoy.
Okay, I don't want to rank you yourself.
Okay.
Lord.
All right.
It was fun though. This was fun.
Glad you had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Goodbye.
I'm down on the vibes. I'm not down on the vibes, down on the energy. Nick is down on the energy, and his energy lacking is looking.
I haven't went to bed before 3 or 4 a.m.
Colton's is
for 4
silent.
days in a row.
Colton's been
Same.
silent for all
We are
morning.
all wore
And
out.
then Dylan is just kind of like.
And we have to get
Dylan.
loaded, and our toilet's stopped up, and we have to drive home. There's a lot going on.
Their vibes are
Vibes are not vibing.
Our vibes are great. We're not mad.
These vibes are saying bye.
It's not the vibes.
If you don't
it's
carry the
vibes.
vibe, Alex thinks you have bad vibes.
It's true.
She could be carrying the vibe right now, but instead she's blaming us for not
Hey,
carrying
let's
the
have
vibe.
fun. You wanna go do something?
You can't turn around now. You already called me out on camera.
Have fun doing whatever you're doing. I'll be here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Like the best thing down to do. I went to Mexico for cheaper.
Yeah, fuck that.
We got 1 minute to take the tree after your burger. But we're already calling off phone, so we're going to put behind the line. Don't wait for the house. We're going to see you in the red lane, but all right, we're going to be going to the semi-finals. Let's go. Follow me too.
Sadly bearing bad news. As you guys just saw, Ryan Martin did not win in round 4. So he had Isaac Preston, and they are usually very fast. I'm not super familiar with the small tire stuff, but I know that that is a name that I always hear from everybody, are the Prestons, and they are usually the ones to beat, and sadly they did beat Ryan. So it looked pretty close on our end. That means Team Isky is now out, and they are moving on to the semifinals and finals. I am not sure. We're trying to figure out the ride situation. I'm not sure if I will be able to stay to film it. If so, I will insert it. If not, I will let you guys know the updates on who's actually moving forward. I know Isaac is. I know Larry Larson is. Ryan Hendricks, I believe, is the other one, and I am missing somebody else. There was one more that moved forward. I will put the names right here of who is moving on to the semifinals. But I will keep you guys updated. We might see it, we might not, depending on the car situation and everybody's loading up and leaving. So stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know how this turns out.
Shadyside Dragway, semi-final round. One of these drivers looking for $75,000. One round away right here. Let's get it. Rolling into the top bulb, here comes a hard charger Larry. Hendricks is in. They're rolling and going top of their shack. Hearts charger Larry. Wow. We will see if it's Hearts charger Larry or Pro charger Lyle. It's coming down to it on their live Sunday night. Larry Larson said, I ain't dicking around. Let's do this right now. Pre-stage on. Lyle says, I'm coming, baby.